Well, if you don't want your designs ripped off, don't have an influencer wear them on TikTok. I'll be back to talk about this in a minute. All right, so the shirt I'm wearing right now, let me stand up a little bit so you can see it. This is my original design. His name is Gary Lee Gator. He is the most Florida shirt designed, as I call it. It's just a funny, like redneck type thing for here in Florida. If you've ever spent any time in Florida, and not in, like downtown Miami or somewhere, anywhere in Florida, rednecks are at a different level here. I mean, the lifted trucks with the extended tires and the LEDs in the rims, it's everywhere. I try to tell people back home that rednecks are a whole different level here, and there's a lot more of them. And they're all cool people. They're hardworking people too. But it's just it's entertaining, And I did this design, and the locals love it. The guys. They just love it. The Gator, he has the gold chain with the Gary Lee emblem on it, the U.S. flag sunglasses, the Florida hat, the blonde mullet. It doesn't get more Florida than that. So anyway, a friend of mine lives here in Cape Coral. He's pretty big on TikTok and the other platforms. Conservative Anthony. Great guy, really great guy. We go to the same barber, believe it or not. Yes, I go to a barber because great clips will mess this up, believe it or not. Anyway, met him there. Great guy, great Italian family from Chicago. He wore one of my shirts in several of his videos, and they ripped off the design. They started putting all these websites up. It's basically the Chinese, and it's mostly AI that does it because they're all titled the same thing and everything. And like this one, the title of it even says "Conservative Ant wearing Gary Lee Gator shirt." And I've had a lot of them taken down. You can file a DMCA complaint with Google, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Technically the person who created artwork is the owner of the copyright, even if it's not registered as a trademark or whatever with the USPTO. So as long as you can kind of prove that you did it, then you have the right to it. And, it's not that big of a deal, I don't guess, to a degree. But if there's anyone buying the Gary Lee Gator shirts out there, if you're not getting them from treelinecustoms.com or from our Treeline Customs TikTok shop, you're not getting the original Gary Lee Gator t-shirt. There's a lot of, don't bother sending me the links. I don't need anybody to send me the links of the ones they find or anything. I'm just going through Google each week and submitting the links, and then they take them down. And if you Google Gary Lee Gator on the web, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the results, it'll tell you that there's been a bunch of links hidden under a DMCA violation, which is me reporting it. There's nothing you can do to help me or anything like that. I just have to go through and kind of fight this and beat it down a little bit. But I thought it was kind of funny to see how quickly that happened, and that's how advanced the AI is these days. And honestly, I don't know that they would have even know what to call it if I had not commented on his video and said Gary Lee Gator. Unless he might have said it in one of his videos or somebody else said it or something. But that was an interesting thing to have happen, and watch how it proliferated through the internet. I mean, there are just dozens of websites out there offering this shirt with my design on it for sale. If you want one, we'll gladly make you a shirt, or we sell the transfers. It's in the gallery out there. So if you search the gallery for Gator or Gary Lee, or it's under the states, under Florida, I think. So you can find it there too. And if you want to order a Gary Lee Gator shirt, if you're in Florida or know someone in Florida, it's great. It's just a fun design and a fun shirt to have. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. It's interesting to see how some of this stuff goes out there, and you have someone who's a pretty big influencer on social media. He just happened to wear my shirt in several of his videos, and boy, he said he can't believe he has that kind of pull, but yeah, he does. And when you become a target for AI watching your stuff and watching what you do and everything, then this is what happens. And TikTok has got some pretty crazy AI themselves. And it's interesting I was doing a live not too long ago, and I held up one of my other t-shirt designs. Actually, it was the design that's on the back of this one. It's the I Stand with the USA design. And it came up in my live and asked me if I was showing my own trademark design or if it belonged to someone else, because you're not allowed to do that. You know, if you're an influencer and you're doing a live on TikTok and you have if there's a Pepsi can behind you, that's bad. They will give you a strike for that, because they don't want people with large followings doing placements like that to make money off of it in their videos. And so they give you a copyright violation strike for doing something like that. Or if your shirt has, you know, an Under Armour logo or whatever, their AI is crazy. And so that tells you what kind of AI the Chinese have otherwise that will watch this stuff, that pulled my design and put it out there. Yeah, you know, a watermark wouldn't have done much unless it was like really intrusive on it or whatever. It's really hard to do that, and then they just recreate it anyway and can fix it. So it's not that, you know, it's hard to protect that kind of stuff anyway. But I just thought I'd share that with you for a Sunday afternoon. It was interesting that I've been battling that for the past couple of weeks. And again, if you want the Gary Lee Gator design, you can buy the transfer out there in the gallery. And by the way, we're well over 1,000 designs out there now, and I think about a fourth of them are Halloween designs. Halloween's the season coming, and everybody's buying those designs right now. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you for a little bit of tidbit of information for a Sunday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you haven't completed your gang sheets from joining the Getting Started DTF Transfer Builds, we are again caught up with printing. So if you complete your gang sheets today, they'll be printed tomorrow. Well, they won't ship out to Tuesday. Tomorrow's a holiday, but we'll get those done for you and get them out the door. So a lot of people have taken advantage of that program, and really, really happy with the response of that, and really happy with the feedback so far. So anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll be back to talk more about some DTF stuff soon.